Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and have we got a treat for you. To those of you without any concept of the outside world, you may have missed there's been a huge Civ 6 update where they've gone through, I think, about 2/3 of the civs in the game, and they have tweaked and they have changed, and some people have really been altered, and it's been fantastic to have a go through it, including the changes that I am playing with today, which is this huge oh dear, huge Mediterranean map, which looks really cool. We'll talk about that in a second, but I had a couple of days off. I asked my Patreon crew, thank you again everybody who supports me on Patreon, it's amazing, what you wanted me to play, and this is what they picked. Today we are going to be playing as Dido in the Phoenician Empire. Dido is one of my favourites because of the settling. I love the settling. The founder of Carthage abilities are awesome. Being able to heal your ships immediately, building settlers cheaper, settlers having embark speed and more vision, extra trade routes, a complete loyalty in any city on the coast on my continent. I mean, there is a lot to love here. There is a huge amount to love. But this game is very particular. We've played a lot of big TSL games recently. We've played as Portugal, that was really good fun. We've played as Norway most recently, again, hilariously good fun. But those games were big and powerful and domination based. Our challenge for today is that we need to own the entire Mediterranean. That was the challenge set to me. Own every coast, water and land tile of the new Mediterranean map. So, I see that as basically we take the point of Gibraltar wherever we can find it. This conveniently may actually be the point of Gibraltar, and we'll explain a little bit about that in a second. But then, in fact actually, yeah look, we're over on the left of the map. I actually think we've settled on Gibraltar, hilariously. So we're going to essentially take these points, call this Mediterranean, and our challenge is to own every coast tile and every land tile touching a coast tile of the Mediterranean. I'm throwing in a couple of other challenges as well. We've had huge domination games recently. I am not going to go to war and I'm not going to own a city unless it fulfills the brief of being on or next to the Mediterranean. I'm going to make peace with everybody else. I'm not going to be fighting into Iberia. I'm not going to be fighting into inland Spain. I'm not going to be going into the Med. I'm going to be sticking to the Mediterranean. This is going to be a navally based empire. We're going to have obviously land troops, and I'm going to throw it out one further. I'm going to put a railroad around the whole of the Mediterranean. Why? Because I can. I'm even going to try and build the Golden Gate Bridge across here, because again, why not? This is going to be a load of fun. Well, I mean, I say that. This start looks like the opposite of a load of fun. There's a lot of food here. I've got citrus, I've got wine, I've got rice, I've got olives. So that's 3 luxuries and a bunch of bonus resources as well. So there's a lot of cool stuff here. But what the eagle-eyed among you will realise is that there is no production here. I am without any production. And if I have a look down here, okay, there is a little bit. There are woods in that direction. There are some hills over here. There's nothing in this area apart from like a hills tile there. We've got a grassland woods. Those are the only 2 production tiles that we would have. So the question is, do we stay put or do we move our capital? This is quite an important choice for us, because if we stay put here, that's a low production start for the rest of the game. Certainly until, I mean, even saying that, I've got 1, 2, 3 fishing resources, so even getting God of the Sea, that's not really going to help me very much. So for that reason, I'm tempted just to actually move along a little bit and settle on this tile. It's going to take me 2 turns to move over, but then at least it gives me all of these production tiles. It actually puts me in range of the citrus, it puts me in range of the wine. It's not the worst idea, actually. I mean, again, I'm moving away from the Mediterranean, but I think I can always come and settle back down here, and I don't want my capital to have 0 production. I need my capital to have some production so that I can actually settle. If I can't settle, we are screwed. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to move across. Now, why is it asking me to settle there? There's no water there. Idiot game. Ugh. Right. Yeah, I'm taking the leap. This feels a bit weird, going for a 2-turn move. We're not going to settle in turn 3. Ugh, I hate this. I do think long term, though, this is a good move. This is a really good move. Okay, we start with sailing boosted, and we start with writing boosted. Am I going to go for a religion this game? It is tempting. It is tempting. I always like playing with religion. Religion helps a lot. Is it worth rushing it though? If I don't go religion, I could instead focus on an irrigation start. That would give me bonuses of wine, citrus, and olives almost immediately, which would be insanely good. There's even a rice resource over here for me to go and improve. So I think that sounds like a pottery start to me, doesn't it? Yeah, we're going to... do we avoid... I like going for religious starts, though. That's the thing. We're unlikely to find any natural wonder in this sort of area. That's the only problem. I don't think there's one until we get to England, so... And I don't even know where the Mediterranean map stops, to be fair. I don't know how much of it we've got. No, I'm going to go for a pottery start, and we're going to go straight to irrigation. So I need to make sure that I've got a builder ready for when irrigation pops along. Already, look, this is the issue I've got. I have 0 production here. Absolutely 0 production. So we've got to actually beeline a little bit in towards getting celestial navigation. This Conthon is going to be really, really important. 50% production towards building naval units and settlers in the city. That is huge. I might need that, actually. I think it's worth getting irrigation first. I really do. I really do. So we'll focus on getting that, and then we'll... I think tech-wise, we also need to beeline getting construction. Those lumber mills are going to be very important for us to get some production into my empire. So any builders... any improvements I can get from scouts in this game, it's going to be a big deal for me. In fact, there we go. There is a thing. Oh, sorry, I always forget to say this. You should come to Discord. The actual map save file is on Discord if you want to come and have a look at it. You can see a list of the mods I use as well. But to those of you that don't want to see that, these are the details of my game. There's the seed. It is literally just the Mediterranean map with all of the settings left alone. Those are the seeds. But I'm playing with barb clans, I'm playing with heroes and legends, monopolies and corporations, and secret societies. Those seem to be my favourite ones of the mix so far. There are the Void Singers. I don't know if we will go for Void Singers just yet, but I've got a relic. A relic is amazing. That is awesome. That means we will get a pantheon. Maybe we can actually get out another settler in that time. That could be really, really cool. I think because we need to get ourselves through the game really early, though, I am going to go for a Pingala start. We're going to rush a Pingala start. I want to get Connoisseur as quickly as possible. We have a lot of housing and a lot of food around me. I need to turn that into science as quickly as I can. And here we go. This is one of the big complaints I do have with the new Mediterranean map. It's a cool map, but there is no TSL option on it. You can't pick TSL. So that's why we're starting in Gibraltar, and that's why Ngazagamu is above us. Now that is an amazing city-state. That's a really, really cool city-state. I'm not complaining about that at all. But it definitely isn't where it should be, which is Northern Africa. Iberia is satisfyingly big, I must say. It's very cool. Hills and mountains over on this side, actually. Okay, that's cool. That means we do have some science production if we need it. And you know what? I could actually get a 3 settler. That would really, really help deal with this low production start. I mean, the alternatives is I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 plantations, 4 plantations in my capital, and there's a bunch more resources on the coast that will help that. So that's intriguing. I could get plantations, which would give me extra culture, but I honestly think at this point, it's so rare we get religious settlements, this spec settler, that will help me push through the game. So I am going to pick that one up. We go straight to irrigation. I'm now actually getting a builder out. I'm going to improve that builder as quickly as we can. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, we need the rice first. So we'll boost the rice and then we'll go 2, 3. Or maybe do I get the olives over the wine? I'll get the olives over the wine for the extra production. That's fine. And then we need to switch to mining, get a second builder out, focus on getting production in my capital, I think. Oh, there's a lot of things to do. I think we're going to build naval infrastructure as a priority, actually, over the top of building campuses. But there are some good campus areas over here. In fact, actually, that's a reef. That's a +3. Don't remember there being a reef off the coast of Spain. Maybe I'm wrong. It may well be. Okay, already there are barb clans appearing over here, so my warrior is going to come back. I can use barb clans to get myself extra warriors to defend myself with, so I will I will keep that in mind. Another city-state on the coast, though, would be amazing for me, so I don't, at this stage, really want to be killing it, I don't think. Jerusalem, the other side of the water. Again, maybe would have been quite handy actually, but never mind. Oh, they've been met by somebody, so somebody lives over in Northern Africa. Intriguing. There is a reef over there, and it also, so that means that there's going to be an amazing campus on this location as well. So that means I want to pull my city over one. I was thinking about leaving it here in order to get fresh water to that hill tile over in that direction, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I might just settle one further over to here. And then I've actually got a stone over in that direction. I've got 1-2 hills at that point. I think it's better to settle on that tile. Again, losing the fresh water, but there's enough land here to improve to get housing, so I'm not worried about that one. Going for discipline just in case the barbs come down, which they are 100% going to do. And I'm going for urban planning because I've already got a pantheon. Yeah, actually there are 3 production tiles in this city, so that's cool. I mean, the thing is I could settle on that tile and then settle on this tile as well. As I say, I need to focus on making sure that I have all of the Mediterranean. So we do actually have to plan this a little bit, but actually settling here means I can settle all these tiles and then, yeah, no, I'm happy with this one. For now, I think that's a good place to settle. Plus, I now own the Mediterranean Gap, which, that makes me quite happy, to be fair. Luckily for me, it counts as me settling in Europe, actually, so it means as I go down the coast, I'm going to have no loyalty issues at all. That's going to be wonderful. I will have issues when I go into Africa, unfortunately, but you know what? I think I probably would have picked Europe over Africa, so that's not bad at all. Look, there we go. There's the scout. I knew there'd be a freaking scout appearing. I am actually going to speed up the conversion 5 points towards a city-state by hiring a warrior, but I also need to make sure that they don't come and kill me. By the way, hiring units from city-states, really cheap, 95 gold in comparison to settling it for 160 in my own territory. That's big, and I don't actually have to pay maintenance for it going forward as well, so big improvements there. Always worth using the city-states where you can. Sorry, barb clans while you can. Now I've hit the irrigation Eureka point, so I'm actually now going to switch towards getting sailing, I believe. Let's get that one done quickly, and then I can start improving all of these fishy resources. Fish. Now, unusually for me, I'm actually going to go for a second builder immediately off the bat because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles just in the immediate area that I want to improve. Already a barb galley has appeared though, so I need to be a little bit careful of that. We do need a couple of biremes to keep us safe. Not a problem there. Melee strength of 35 is really good for keeping me safe against that sort of thing. So that's good, but these barbs, I think they're going to prove a nuisance here. So, Eleanor of Aquitaine. Alright, whereabouts is she? Has she come from Africa? Yes, she's in Africa. Alright, that's intriguing. I'm always a little bit worried that Eleanor appears next to me, just because the loyalty pressure is so hilarious. Gilgamesh is in Europe. Whereabouts is your capital? Oh, you're way up there. You're way up there, Gilgamesh. Okay, that's good. Leave the Mediterranean to me. Instant friendship. There we go. Gilgabro is still on form. I'll send a delegation to Eleanor. We're playing good. I'm going to play a peaceful trading game for as long as I can. For as literally as long as I can. Oh, hello. That barb clan was just absolutely evaporated by Ngazagamu. Fine. Well, that's what they want to do. I respect that. So by improving this farm, there we go. There's irrigation. That means I can start now to upgrade all of my special resources. Special resources. With my scout, I'm actually going to focus on settling or exploring inland because my biremes are going to be really good at exploring the coast. So we'll do that in a second. And we're actually beginning to see the magnitude now of this challenge. It's going to have a lot of settling required. Huge amount of settling required. Singapore over here. Okay, good. Lots of city-states works for me. And having barb clans on means that we're going to have a lot more city-states later into the game as well, which is really cool. There you go, second improvement, we got some citrus, we've now got positive immunities, and now we've gone to 7 housing, most importantly. Now I'm taking discipline off myself pretty quickly this game, and I'm going to put maritime industries on. Building a navy is going to be important to keep me safe from being attacked by the AI, because they obviously tend not to go for people with big standing armies, that's always a good thing. But I also want to be able to explore the map pretty quickly, that would be cool for me. As you can see, we've got a very low appeal area to myself. I was just thinking sometimes it's worth beelining for the preserves because a grove I mean, improved around 6 breathtaking tiles can give you 12 food, 12 faith, 12 culture. It's amazing. But no, for now, I think we're going to go craftsmanship, and we'll see if we can get that builder card going, because I've got a lot of builders being produced at this precise moment. A lot of them. So I'm going for early empire first. Reason for that, reason for me going to early empire, is because I need that governor. As soon as I get that governor in, I can get Pingala in, and extra science. That's already going to give me 5 science per turn, probably 6 with the 15% boost. So that really makes a difference to me. Craftsmanship is boosted. Lovely. That's really, really good. Well, now I'm in +1 immunity. I feel like my capital's growing so quick, the immunities are actually proving a problem, but I can get another 2 immunities in pretty quickly, so that's good. Let's quickly pick up mining just so I can improve that tile, and then I think we're good to go. By the way, for those thinking about like, oh, well, your capital wasn't on the Mediterranean when you settled it, I'm kind of considering this gateway to Mediterranean to be a thing. I want to own Gibraltar, but I also kind of like the idea of earning the passage into it as well, so I may stick a symmetrical city down on this coast, but I'm not planning on going any further east in any direction here. It's all... sorry, west. Never eat shredded wheat. Actually, that's a curious one. So... maybe it's a British thing, maybe it's a UK thing, I don't know, but never eat shredded wheat is how we remember north, east, south, west in the order. It's like one of those little phrases. Is that an international thing? I feel like it's not an international thing. What do you guys say? What's your way of remembering the compass directions? Sounds like a really silly question, but I feel like it's a good one. Alright, we're starting to improve my capital nicely now. We've got 4 tiles improved. I do need to focus a little bit on getting a bit of a super city though, so a granary option is going to be really nice. I've got a lot of gold per turn. A lot of gold per turn. Very, very nice amounts of gold per turn. So maybe actually picking up a trader is going to be a useful thing for me. But I think getting at least 1 bireme going, that'll help me to explore. It'll give me the era score. And then I can think about getting a trader going. In order to get a little bit more gold. Available routes, for instance, it's only 3 gold for city-states. It's not that great. Not that great, but I probably should do it at some point. And then actually we need to focus on getting ourselves a harbour going. That'd be nice. Oh, another barb camp over here. Unlike the other one, this barb camp needs to get destroyed. It needs to get destroyed because that is on the Mediterranean and I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that. Let's get this mine improved there. Boosts wheel for me, and it gives me just a little bit of production, just a touch. My capital now has a whole whopping 9 production. Goodness, what a capital that is. I'm actually getting astrology because harbours I think is going to be a really important thing to me to pick up as soon as I can. Sailor's yarn, bireme, awesome. Right, down you come. We've got 2 galleys, giving me a bit of a pain down there. Maybe I should actually just build a second one. I can't be seen to be here without a navy. These barbs are going to give me grief and they're going to stop me putting fishing boats down, which is not helpful at all. Now, there is olives. I believe that means I could in theory put a corporation down later on those ones. I need to, sorry, an industry, which is a good idea actually. So I need to keep an eye on what is the best things for me here. Citrus is production towards military units. That's really cool. Wine is culture yield. And olives is production towards civilian units. Interesting. Interesting. So I could do civilian units, actually. And I could flood my capital with that one. Or maybe I could put Magnus in a city down here. Oh, that is an interesting question. Okay, but olives, that would be an amazing corporation. Extra production towards civilian units. That with a Magnus city, I could pump out settlers really quickly. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Oh yes, Gilgamesh. You legend. You legend. Can I actually take... I'd like to take more gold per turn, not have the horses personally. 6 gold per turn. Yeah, I'd rather take that over the horses. I'll be honest. But that is good. Uruk is still only on 2 population. I love how Sumeria can never get population in their capital because they're too busy building their unique buildings. I mean, it is just predictable every time. Britain in this game. I feel like it should be. It may not be though, to be fair. Alright, so we're already on Celestial Navigation now, and that is my second sea resource boosted. So that's boosted 13 turns, but don't forget, I'm just about to get an upgraded Pingala, and an upgraded Pingala is a joyous thing for all involved. Just going to boost my capital as well. There's a granary that just helps it to get to 10 housing. That's pretty good. Okay, now do I start to quickly get myself a settler out, or do I wait until the Carthon has been built and the colonialization cards have been put in? Those are all probably very sensible things to do. I would rather for now, I think, let's just get the monument sorted maybe, or the builder. Monument would help to improve getting all of these tiles, but actually Pingala is going to get an upgrade for that south, you know, within a sort of reasonably few amount of tiles, so that's not too bad. I think, do we go for one more builder? Kind of improved all the stuff I want to in the immediate future, so okay, let's get a monument. I think a monument we're not going to regret, especially if I do find some heroes. I haven't found any heroes really just yet, and I could do with a couple of decent ones just to keep me safe. Oh, England have actually settled on the coast. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. That does not compute or agree with my Mediterranean domination strategy, can I just say. There is researcher. Wonderful. Let me just get that around. We've gone from 6.7 science now to 13.6. Good. That helps me to boost towards celestial navigation very quickly. Oh yeah, they really do own a lot of the African coast. Oh dear. Well, we can't allow that, can we? Why did you not settle on the coast? Come on. Oh, that makes my life so hard. Oh yeah, those are the cliffs of Dover, aren't they? Ugh. Okay, so I could have probably boosted astrology had I gone for it immediately, but it was a little bit far away. Owls of Minerva. Oh, actually, the Owls of Minerva, I was kind of thinking of going for them because of all the trading with Dido. I got lots of trade routes, lots of gold, lots of city-state thrones. I kind of like the idea of that one. Cliffs of Dover, so I think we might do that. Hermetic Order as well would be fun. Who did I just do that with? I don't know who just got moved there. Oh no, it was this guy. Don't do that. Whatever you do, do not do that. Yeah, I think Owls of Minerva are probably going to be the one for me here. Georgia. Okay. I wonder where Georgia have come from. Capitals. Oh, over in this direction, Tbilisi. They've got a violent pink, which of course is a very natural colour choice considering I'm pink and they're also pink. I mean, come on game. Come on. I feel like a bridge across that river would be a really good idea. So it's just whether do I give the bonus to Tyre or do I give the bonus to Ayanook? I think flooding Tyre is probably going to be the best idea here. I'd quite like that. Just population as high as possible, get the science as high as possible. That works for me. I'm keeping urban planning just for a little bit. That works for me. Let's just get another Byreme, 6 turns, and then we'll get the Kothon going. Actually, I'll switch immediately over to the Kothon once we've done that. So Ayanook is going to immediately switch over to building a lovely +4. That is wonderful stuff. Great. Now I could in theory have built it across the Mediterranean gap, but I'm saving that for a bridge. That would be amazingly good fun. Oh look, it's taking it on the coast rather than giving me an actual flippin'. I would prefer the road, but fine. I need the extra stuff. Currency boost is good as well. God, that's annoying. Never mind. Our science is pretty good though. Pretty good. Let's quickly get animal husbandry and see how unlucky we've got with horses. Incans, ready to stand primed and able to convert the infamously mountainous Mediterranean. To be fair, the Alps are there, and I think the sort of Spanish-French border has a few, so that's, I mean, there are some mountains, but yeah, I think like these guys are probably settled kind of almost, it's like kind of like where Germany is, or are they not quite far enough over? There's France. Maybe that isn't Germany. Yeah, you may struggle. Disperse that clan. Do it. Yes, do it. Ha ha ha, era score. That looks nice. How much have I got? 1 turn to get 3 era score. Don't think I'm going to be able to do that, unfortunately. That is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Normal age will have to do. It's a little bit disappointing. I would like to have turned faith into settlers, but never mind. Let's monument. Oh no, 3 inquiries was the best one. Yes. Era score every time I trigger a Eureka. I'm pretty good at triggering Eurekas normally. Let's do that. Look, do you see? Look, I've got loads of Eurekas. It's lovely stuff. Oh, Liverpool is just ripe for the taking. Oh, England. What are you doing? The Kothon was no accident. No, it was not. It was a wonderful, wonderful harbour district. Oh, extra building production towards both settlers and also naval unit is just... I just can't tell you how good it is. It is Wonderful. Let's just now switch to state workforce, which is now boosted, which is lovely. I need to get the government plaza down. Don't forget, with Carthage, one of those random little things is I get an extra trade route for each government plaza and government plaza building I put down. 50% production towards districts in the city with the government plaza. Basically, it just means my capital is going to be amazing if I get the government plaza down in it. Although the question is going to be, do I build the government plaza in that city? I don't necessarily have to. I'm just going to get myself a granary in this city quickly just because it's losing housing. I don't have to necessarily get that in that city. That's the thing. Ugh, choices. Okay, I don't need to jump on the governor titles immediately. I think Magnus is going to be the most important one because I would like to get a provision Magnus set up in this city as quickly as possible. It's only got 6 production, which is not great. I need to improve the infrastructure of this city, but with the Kothon, I'm going to build a government plaza in this city here. This is going to be the one I think that spams out the settlers. I mean, Tyre would be good, but Tyre has Pingala, and I think the extra science per turn is going to be more useful at the beginning of the game. It will start to send out settlers because I've already hit a housing limit, and that's something I can't really avoid, but yeah, we need to divide and conquer in this front, I think. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, and Helge Torp for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else that likes, subscribes, joins up with Discord, and all of the other people who support me on Patreon. You really help me to do what I do. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it.